So if you have ever wasted your hard-earned money on the wrong cruise ship, this is going to change everything for you. Because I just found out something wild about cruise ships that nobody is telling people over 60, and I literally cannot believe it took me this long to figure this out. So, here is the deal, right? The cruise industry is making like hundreds of billions of dollars every single year. And you know what most of those ships are actually built for? Spring breakers and screaming toddlers, that is what. We are talking nightclubs bumping until 4 in the morning, buffet lines longer than my attention span, and activities that make absolutely zero sense for someone who has actually earned the right to travel like a legend. The service on Viking is consistently praised as attentive without being intrusive. For someone over 60 who values intelligence, culture, and quiet luxury, Viking Ocean Cruises is arguably the gold standard. And completely uninterested in casinos, children running through hallways, or entertainment that feels like it belongs at a county fair. Viking made a deliberate and somewhat bold business decision years ago to ban children under 18 from their ocean ships entirely. That single policy change transformed the entire atmosphere on board. When you walk through a Viking ship, the energy is calm, refined, and genuinely relaxing. The ships themselves are mid-sized by modern standards, carrying around 900 to 1,000 passengers, which means you never feel like you are navigating a floating city. The design is Scandinavian in its sensibility, meaning clean lines, natural materials, warm lighting. For travelers over 60 who prioritize exceptional food, meaningful destinations, and a sophisticated atmosphere, Oceania delivers consistently and beautifully. Oceania has staked its reputation on two things above all else: extraordinary cuisine and destination-focused itineraries. The culinary program at Oceania is genuinely world-class. The line operates the only cooking school at sea called the Culinary Center, where guests can take hands-on cooking classes taught by professional chefs. The main dining room serves food that rivals what you would find at a high-end restaurant on land, and the specialty restaurants on board are exceptional. Jacques, named after the legendary chef Jacques Pepin, who has served as Oceania's culinary director, is a standout experience that guests consistently describe as one of the best meals they have ever had at sea. Oceania ships are also mid-sized, carrying between 600 and 1,200 passengers depending on the vessel, which creates an intimate atmosphere that larger ships simply cannot replicate. The passenger demographic skews older and more experienced, with many guests being repeat cruisers who have tried other lines and found their way to Oceania because it fits their lifestyle better. The itineraries are another major draw. Oceania goes to places that bigger ships cannot reach, smaller ports, hidden harbors, and culturally rich destinations that are off the beaten path. For someone over 60 who has worked hard, traveled widely, and now wants to experience the pinnacle of what a cruise can be, Regent 7 Seas is the answer that keeps delivering. And for travelers over 60 who want to experience the absolute best that ocean travel has to offer without constantly reaching for their wallet, it is in a category of its own. The defining feature of Regent is its truly all-inclusive model. When Regent says all-inclusive, they mean it in a way that most cruise lines do not. Your fare covers round-trip business-class airfare from hundreds of cities, all shore excursions in every port, unlimited beverages including premium spirits and fine wines, all gratuities, all specialty dining, pre-cruise hotel accommodations, and transfers. When you add all of that up, the price that initially seems high begins to look remarkably reasonable compared to what you would spend piecing together the same experience on another line. The ships are smaller and more intimate than almost anything else at sea, carrying between 700 and 850 passengers, and every single cabin is a suite. There are no interior rooms, no ocean view cabins, no standard balconies. Every guest sleeps in a suite with a private veranda, butler service, and premium amenities as a baseline. Because this channel does not belong to us alone, it belongs to every passionate cruiser who shows up and makes their voice heard. Whether you loved every single word of what you just watched, or whether you think we missed the mark somewhere, whether you have a burning opinion about which cruise line truly reigns supreme, or whether you simply want to share a memory from a voyage that changed your life, drop it all in the comment section below. Every single comment, the glowing ones and the critical ones alike, helps this channel grow, helps us understand what you want to see more of, and helps us sharpen every future video into something even better than the last. A bad comment that points out a flaw is just as valuable to us as a 5-star compliment, because both of them tell us you cared enough to engage, and that engagement is the lifeblood of everything we create here. So do not scroll past in silence. Do not let this video disappear into your watch history without leaving a trace of yourself behind. Tell us what you thought. Tell us what you felt. Tell us what you want next.